What separates those who thrive under pressure from those who crumble? It's not genetics or circumstances, it's mental resilience. Most people never develop this crucial skill because they avoid discomfort and seek shortcuts. But you're here because you want something different. You want to build an unbreakable mind. Let's show you exactly how to do that. Part 1. Reframe your relationship with challenges. Mental strength begins with a fundamental shift in perspective. Challenges aren't obstacles blocking your path. They're the path itself. Every person you admire for their mental toughness built that strength through adversity, not despite it. Your mind operates like a muscle. Without resistance, it atrophies. When you consistently choose comfort over growth, you remain fragile. Then, when life inevitably presents real difficulties, you lack the capacity to handle them. The transformation starts when you view every struggle as a training opportunity. Each setback becomes a chance to develop resilience. Each failure becomes data. Each obstacle becomes practice. This single shift in perspective fundamentally changes how you experience life. A story of transformation. Consider David Goggins, who went from being an overweight exterminator to becoming one of the world's toughest endurance athletes. When he decided to become a Navy SEAL, he faced what seemed like an impossible challenge, losing over 100 pounds in 3 months just to qualify for training. He woke at 4 a.m. daily, pushed through grueling workouts, and confronted his mental limits repeatedly. The physical pain was intense, but he understood something crucial. Mental toughness is forged precisely in those moments when every fiber of your being wants to quit, but you continue anyway. The lesson? Your perceived limits are mostly psychological constructs. You're capable of far more than you believe. Part 2. Eliminate these destructive patterns. To build mental strength, you must stop reinforcing weakness. 3 patterns undermine your progress. Chronic complaining. Complaining keeps you trapped in victim mentality. It focuses your energy on problems rather than solutions. When faced with difficulties, you have 2 productive options. Change the situation or change your response to it. Everything else is wasted energy. Comfort seeking. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. If you want to become stronger, you must regularly place yourself in situations that challenge you. Discomfort is the price of development. Making excuses. Excuses are the currency of stagnation. They protect your ego while ensuring you never progress. The truth is harder but more empowering. You always have choices. Choose actions that make you better, not explanations for why you can't be. Part 3. Daily practices for mental resilience. Mental strength isn't built through occasional effort. It's built through consistent daily practices. Cold exposure. Start your day by voluntarily embracing discomfort. Cold showers train your nervous system to remain calm when your instinct is to flee. This practice builds the discipline muscle you'll use throughout your day. Physical training. Your mind and body form an interconnected system. Physical weakness often manifests as mental weakness. When you strengthen your body through consistent exercise, you simultaneously build mental resilience, discipline, and confidence. Meditation practice. Meditation isn't escapism, it's mental training. Regular practice rewires your brain for better focus, emotional control, and stress resilience. Even 10 minutes daily produces measurable changes. Daily challenge commitment. Each day, intentionally do something difficult. Wake earlier than comfortable. Complete an extra workout. Work on a skill that frustrates you. The specific challenge matters less than the habit of regularly confronting difficulty. Part 4. Master emotional control. Mental strength doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means preventing emotions from controlling you. The key is creating space between stimulus and response. When you feel triggered by stress, anger, or fear, practice the pause. Stop, breathe deeply, count to 5. This brief interruption gives you conscious control instead of defaulting to reactive patterns. Remember, emotions are temporary phenomena like waves passing through you. They provide information but shouldn't dictate your actions. When you master this pause, you reclaim authority over your own behavior. Part 5. Redefine your relationship with failure. Fear of failure keeps most people trapped in mediocrity. But failure isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. Every successful person has failed more times than unsuccessful people have tried. If you've failed recently, that's evidence you're attempting meaningful things. You're learning. You're growing. The only true failure is abandoning the effort entirely. Mentally strong people understand that failure is feedback, not identity. Each setback provides data about what doesn't work, bringing you closer to what does. Part 6. Cultivate unshakable presence. The strongest individuals maintain their center regardless of external circumstances. Life will always be unpredictable. Success and failure, joy and loss, connection and betrayal all come without warning. What differentiates the resilient from the fragile? Their response to adversity. When problems arise, mentally strong people don't collapse. They adapt, adjust, and continue forward. Take ownership of your reactions. Life is roughly 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond. You can't control every circumstance, but you can always control your reaction. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I do about this?" This shift moves you from victim to agent. Transform obstacles into tests. Where most people see roadblocks, mentally tough individuals see challenges, opportunities to discover what they're capable of. When difficulty appears, tell yourself, "This is another test. I've handled worse. I'll figure this out." Maintain emotional equilibrium. Strong emotions, anger, fear, frustration, cloud judgment, and promote impulsive decisions. When upset, pause, step back, breathe, respond strategically rather than reactively. Calm under pressure is what separates the strong from the weak. Accept reality without resistance. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Hardship will come, that's guaranteed. But suffering occurs when you resist what is, when you waste energy wishing circumstances were different. The moment you accept reality and start addressing it as it exists, you free yourself to act effectively. Develop unbreakable resolve. No matter what happens, decide, "I will not break. I will not quit. I will get through this." You're stronger than you know. You've already survived things you once thought impossible. You're still here. Keep pushing forward, and you become unstoppable. Part 7. Choose discipline over motivation. Many people wait for motivation before taking action. They need to feel like doing something before they start. This is why they fail. Here's the truth. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline is permanent. Some days you'll feel energized and ready. Other days you'll feel like doing nothing. If you only act when motivated, you'll never be consistent. And without consistency, you'll never achieve meaningful results. Build the discipline habit. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. You don't need to feel like exercising. You just exercise. You don't need to feel like waking early. You just wake up. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Start now. Create systems, not just goals. Goals point direction, but systems create results. You might have a goal to lose weight, but your system is training 5 days weekly, regardless of motivation. Focus on the system, and results follow naturally. Trust the compound effect. Small daily actions compound into massive results. You won't transform overnight, but commit to consistent small actions daily, and you'll be amazed where you are in a year. Discipline makes this possible. Motivation is unreliable. Discipline is everything. Master discipline, and you master your life. Conclusion: the choice is yours. None of this matters without action. Right now, you're at a crossroads. You can close this, return to your usual patterns, and stay exactly where you are. Or you can decide that today marks the beginning of your transformation. Today, you stop making excuses. Today, you start pushing yourself. Today, you stop accepting weakness and start building strength. Which will you choose? Your future self is watching. Make the decision. Take the action. Build the life you want. Stay strong. Keep pushing. You've got this.